Welcome to Lifestyle Reboot. I'm Meg Young, and I believe that true health isn't found in pushing harder, but in learning to listen to our body and energy. So many of us give and care until we're depleted, running on empty. But real resilience begins when we pause, breathe, and honor our limits. Our body's wisdom knows how to heal when we create space to listen. Yoga, mindful movement, and gentle reflection aren't just practices. They're lifelines. They help us restore what burnout has taken and our pathways back to clarity, balance, and a sense of possibility. We can begin to rebuild trust in ourselves and reconnect with what matters most. Here, you'll find practical body-based tools that support you in creating a life and a practice that feels nourishing, sustainable, and true to your values. And over time, these practices restore your energy, sharpen your clarity, and help you make decisions that honor your values. This is your space to learn, practice, and evolve at your own pace. It's time to begin. It's time to come home to yourself. Okay, Groundhog Day was yesterday. Phil saw his shadow, 6 more weeks of winter. And if your body had an immediate reaction to that, like a little internal, ugh, that's not negativity. That is just information. Winter changes the inputs, light, movement, recovery, and even how much effort it takes to do normal life. So today, I want to give you one technique that is fast, free, and really weirdly effective. So here's what I see in winter. People are tired, but they're also wired. You're exhausted, but your system is revved. You can't fully land. You're doing the dishes like it's a competitive sport. You're answering emails like they're tiny emergencies. And if you're a clinician or a helper, you might be regulating everybody else all day. And then you get to the end and realize you never checked in with your own body. So we're going to do a quick downshift. This is called the Physiological Sigh. You might also hear it called a double inhale sigh. And it's relatively simple. You inhale through your nose, then you take a small extra sip of air at the top, then you do a long, slow exhale. That's it. I do want you to understand that this is not like a mindset trick or anything, okay? This is our physiology. So if it feels right, I invite you to do this together with me. So first, just soften your shoulders, unclench your jaw, and feel your body on the surface you're on. If you're standing, if you're sitting. You're going to inhale through your nose. When you get to the top, take an extra small sip in, just a little top off, and then exhale through your mouth, long and slow, like you're fogging a mirror. If it feels right, let's do one more. Inhale, small extra sip, long exhale. And now just pause. Just notice, did anything shift? Even 3%. And that's the point. We're not trying to become a new person in 10 seconds. We're turning the dial down. Here's the simple why to that. When we're stressed, we tend to breathe pretty shallow. We hold our breath without realizing it. Our chest gets tight, and our system stays on alert. So that second little sip of air at the top helps to fully inflate the lungs. And then the long exhale is the signal to your body that says we are safe enough to come down a notch. It's like telling your system, hey, I'm driving now. And in winter, when everything feels heavier, it can be a tiny way to create more space. I use this technique frequently in what I call doorways. So this is not really a literal doorway, although yes, you can do a literal doorway too. But doorways are transitions. Before you walk into a session, before you open your laptop, after a hard client, when you get in the car, when you step from work into home, when you're about to send an email that you've been overthinking. Just one round, maybe two. It's also a great way if you're noticing that you're tired but you can't settle, you're spiraling and you can't find the next step, or you're emotionally full and everything feels too much. It's like a reset button for your state. And the benefits that you might notice, you quick downshift in activation, clearer thinking, less reactivity, smoother transitions, and or a little return of choice. So this is very Jizzo energy, steady companionship with what's real. It's also very Hygeia energy, prevention and maintenance, just small daily supports. Then Shiva energy comes later, gently. When you're steadier, you can actually set the boundary, make the clean edge, and stop over-functioning. There are a few cautions, however, because we're doing real nervous system work. And if you do too many in a row, you might feel lightheaded. That's just a cue to stop. Just breathe normally. If you have a respiratory condition or if breath work tends to spiral anxiety for you, keep it gentle. Only one round. Or skip this one if it doesn't feel right to you. And remember that this is a reset. This is not a full recovery plan. If you're chronically overloaded, you'll still need those boundaries and an actual rest. So, if Groundhog Day made your body sigh, perfect. Let's use it. Let's use the physiological sigh today. Then do the next right thing for yourself and your body. And if you really want a full winter plan, your winter momentum, if you will, including a 10-minute regulation loop, and maybe even one winterproof boundary, I wrote some of that stuff in my most recent blog. You can check that out at lifestylereboot.me and then go to the blogs section. It's the one called 6 More Weeks of Winter, a nervous system plan that doesn't add more to your plate. I hope you found this helpful today. Namaste. I will see you in the next video.